What's going on, YouTube? It's Ali Dope, and I'm checking in once again with another dope tutorial. Yes, sir. So today, guys, we're gonna create a dope animated flyer. Now, when I say as a creator we need to elevate our offerings, this means not for just music customers. With the way social media is set up and everything like that, you're gonna need to create, everything needs to be some sort of video or have some sort of animation going on to hold the audience's attention for more than 7 seconds. How you do that is animation, especially in motion graphics. So today, what you're gonna follow me through is how to create a flyer from not Photoshop, but we're gonna create the flyer from Premiere to After Effects and create motion within that flyer to give it an animated flyer feeling. Now, I already created most of my assets in Photoshop, but you can do this with a flyer that you already have. You can create a flyer and create this animation, or if you just want to follow along and learn how you can start adding some of these skills to your repertoire, you know what I'm saying, tap in with me. In the meantime, in between time, I appreciate everybody for the support, man. We almost at 7K strong. Yes, sir, man. So if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the community so you don't miss a drop. So I don't want to wrap you guys up too much. Let's just hop into the computer because we got a pretty long tutorial today, and let's get started. So without further ado, let's get it. Yes, sir. Okay, guys, so we're just gonna hop right into the computer. As you can see, I already have Premiere Pro already loaded up. I like to use it because it's more of like a linear platform. It's easier for me to make some of my edits and lay everything out how I want it to look. It's an easier platform than After Effects. Once again, we're just gonna hop into After Effects to add some of the finishing touches and create all the motion and stuff for the actual animated flyer. So what you're gonna do is already have your layout. I like to duplicate my sequence just so you always have a reference sequence to go back to. So we're gonna actually take the duplicate sequence right here, select everything, right click, and replace with After Effects. Yeah, everything's pretty much here, same layout. This is kind of the rough look of it, the layout. And now you want to just get to adding on your effects in. As you can see, now we're gonna work on one thing at a time. First, we're gonna work on this intro here. The intro here is not gonna be that long. As you can see, I want him to kind of pop in, and we're gonna have to add another folder with like malicious stuff. So create another folder, and this is where all your like backgrounds, your sparks, your light leaks, this folder is where that stuff is gonna live at. So we're just gonna go ahead and take everything over there now. So now we have all of the drops that we have. I just added some star loops, some mirror loops, fireworks, and all this stuff you can get on Envato Elements. Link in the description. We're gonna start by making him come into the scene and starting that up. Pretty much that should take about 1 second. So this is gonna be the background right here. Let's try to move to like two seconds and start adjusting some of these things. The light, the model needs to be backed up. So now we have this here, and it's Every Night's Epic. This needs to be backed up as well. Okay, so now we have our background here. It's just the background alone. Now the background, we do want to scale it up. Cool, and me, I'm gonna turn on the 3D because I do want my stuff to live in a 3D atmosphere. And it just gives it a cooler motion when you start adding stuff to it. I'm gonna add the motion blur on there as well, just so everything already has that stuff laid out. All right, so pretty much you wanna add in, how you gonna add the background, how do you want the background to come in, everything like that. I'm gonna actually put those transitions in Premiere to bring it in, but to actually start the background off, we got this going. I'm thinking maybe some fireworks. Fireworks is cool. I got a wall of stars. I got some stars thing. I got like a mirror type of vibe going on here. But I think fireworks to kind of like start this thing off. So grab the fireworks here. As you can see, the fireworks are mad long. So we're gonna bring the fireworks in like right here. Cool. Let's see what the fireworks hitting on. Adjust it to what you need it to adjust to. And then I'm gonna actually click on this button down here, toggle and switches. And then I'm gonna make this add light and screen. Alright, I kinda like screen better. Bet. So now you got these explosions going off. Right? And it's gonna bring it to him. So like 1 second, 1/15. Cool. I'm probably gonna move that up above everything. Boom. Boom. And then when all this explosion is happening, I kind of want him to come in the midst of the fire. Keep it going a little bit longer. I'm gonna stretch it out. We're gonna go ahead and click the down arrow, and then we're gonna go click the down arrow again. And then from here, 14, click this opacity, create some keyframes. Then you wanna drop these keyframes down. And then, you know, you could just go ahead and ease those. Close it, save it. Okay, now I got this going. And then they disappear, you know? So maybe they should be disappearing like right around here. Move it down a little bit, yeah. Boom. So in order for this to work, you got the light here. I'm probably gonna bring the light in a little bit. I'm just gonna do a slow dissolve for that. Transform opacity, same thing, go down to 0. Then bring it up to 100. That's easy. Boom. There we go. I like that. Now for this one, I like to use in-program animations. You don't have to, but you can use Red Giant, Sapphire, whoever. I'm using mostly the programs that After Effects already provides. They provide some pretty cool things already. So like I just dropped 3D Tumble on at the beginning. Make sure you're at the beginning of your timeline, or wherever you want the effect to start. And like this comes in and it kind of does it like that. So you got the explosions, it comes in like that. That's cool. And as that comes in, this will be coming in, the text right there. Cool. And I've used this before, but you guys can use it again. It's called Anamorph or Anamorphous lighting, the mood lighting, and it just gives your animation once again that like cool bob, like you got different shadows and shapes going through the whole thing here. So you got the shadows, shapes. It just gives you some more, you know, bobs. Yeah, delete it. If I don't like it, I just don't let it make it. I'm not forcing nothing. So if it don't work, trash it. So that's cool coming in. Boom. You need a transition for this to come in here. So these have to leave and then this has to come in, but you don't want it so harsh. So I'm gonna extend it to like 4 seconds here, because this is gonna come in already. This gotta be gone. So now we gotta use something that's gonna make it leave. So I kind of wanted to go right here and end. So what I'm gonna do is click this, press Ctrl-Shift-D, separate it, slide straight, and it should go ahead and move it. So if you need to adjust the keyframes, just press the U button on that actual thing that you need to do and move it. And then we're moving it. So after you make your cut and everything like that, I just put keyframes on them and we're just gonna push it forward. You got the 3D camera already should be on. So all you gotta do is click this, go to 2 views, And as you can see, when you select it, it pushes it up and back. So you're just gonna try to drag it all the way up. Boom, like that. So it comes to your screen. And it comes and it goes right there. Easy ease, just keyframe. Just like that. So here we go. Boom. You got it, boom. I like that. And it just comes right at you. And as it's coming right at you, you can go ahead and turn this screen back to one screen. This has to come in pretty cool to give it some sort of stylization. So once again, we're gonna take this and then find a cool little effect to do. So maybe stretch and blur. I always love a good blur. Yeah. I'll probably throw a little shake on that. Just so it has some, if it has its own motion. Then you can always just adjust it. Go pretty soft. And then once again, if you need to adjust it, press the U. There you go. So boom. There you go. Then this one needs to switch with that one as well. So we need another transition, right? Boom. Alright. Also for this one, I do wanna, let me see what the glow is hitting on. Because sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I really only use Red Giant just because of Ecto. If I could just do like on Red Giant, if I could just buy just one subscription, please. Like if I just want the styles or if I just want the distortion, like I should be able to pay for just that too. But yeah, I put Ecto on there. Adjust that a little bit. Keep that glow intensity. Bring that down a little bit. Boom. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's hard. Now this one has to come into this one, boom, and this one has to come in, boom. And we gotta make the transition for it right there. And as you're making adjustments, I just like to do it Control-Shift-V. So, cause sometimes, I don't know, After Effects is weird. When you're doing something on the timeline with another of the things, sometimes they just headbutt each other. So like this one still has the other effects on it. So I gotta delete the transition, I gotta delete the fast blur, and I gotta delete the thing that was on it, so it's just moving like that. So here we go. Let's find another drop out of the presets that we have. Let's go with maybe the 2D spin. So now go back to the, press U to get the keyframes. Adjust this, just switch them. So now it kind of slides back, and then this comes in. This one's gonna come in. You can close these now. This one's gonna come in. I really wanted like some sort of glow, dissolve glow, something like that. So I'm gonna use exposure blur on the actual rundown part of it. Yeah, cool. So now go to the front, boom, and it's not there yet. So you gotta click the keyframes for this particular effect. So you click on it. The mix is the transition source. So you're gonna go to, you can go to 100, go down to 50, 30, cool. As that slides to the back there, this is gonna reveal it, so then you wanna bring it to 0. Boom. There we go. That's dope. As that one pushes away, and it all happens at one time. So maybe like 2 seconds later. So give it some space. Like so, as it wipes right there. Now we're moving along, you guys. So now after we do that, We got the text going. Now we got it. We're gonna bring in the next set of comps. You feel me? So this comp gotta go disappear somewhere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit that with a quick little position push down. We don't want to spend too much time on that. Transform. Use create your keyframes. Position. I'm gonna slide it down. Boom. Same thing. Easy out. Boom. So now we got it. Slide. Now we have this one. Now we got to start working on this one individually. So you're going to go in on this pre-comp, click the pre-comp, and go inside of there. This is going to be where the main stuff is. Like I said, this is the comp right here. Where all these, you know what I'm saying? All these joints got different settings. So we got to make all this stuff move, right? And we didn't even get to adding the actual effects and stuff. Like me, I always like to add the overlays and stuff last, just so I have like a sense of what I'm trying to do. But for this one, now we're doing this one. I want everything to just come in simultaneously within the first 3 seconds, you know? Of course, you're gonna need the background. The July run is still gonna be there. Let's try to back up everything. July rundown one more time. So then as it slides, this will come in. And then you're gonna make adjustments and slides for all that. That's why I normally just use these, because it's an easy fix or an easy add-on. You don't have to do too much. Slide right there. Make sure you put the motion blur on here too, and the 3D effect in case you use any of them. Slide in. As the July is sliding in right here, we also want to bring in the Every Night is Epic. We want to bring that in too, along with this. So these two, I want to combine them, so I don't want them separate. You can just go ahead and pre-comp those too. Boom. So that's coming in. We're gonna throw an effect on this one as well. And for this one, let's zoom, spin this, or we could try to bubble just to see what it looks like. I like that. And that, I'm gonna move that closer towards down here, because I like the way it hits and it lands. So I probably want to land that with the actual character. We can move those up. Yeah. All right. Cool. Same thing. You could pre-comp those, so they both just take on the same effect. I just hate doing the same thing over and over. This one, let's see some other effects. I'm probably gonna go in my little handy dandy knapsack for this one. You're gonna use a glitch transition for this one. I think that's different. Boom. Let that come in, and once again, you gotta set your keyframes to 0. That means it's gonna come in, and then at the beginning, you just make sure it's at like 100 or 50, like 70. I'll do it like right there. And then you can also adjust these to big chunks. Cool. Displacement. Boom. So now we got it. I like it. Let it start like right as it's going, and then we're gonna press U, just so I adjust this a little bit too long for my liking. So like, yeah, it's starting at the same time. Cool beans. After that, you know what I'm saying, just pick once again what you want to come in. So I got this, that. Now the next thing after that would be possibly the model. Let's bring Camo's name in there, and we're gonna just do a quick little slide for that one. A little swoop. Do a swoop for that. You know what I'm saying? Swoop that in there. After that, boom, hits, swoops. And then as it hits, he'll come in there, and then the light, we'll keep that. logo. All right, so now we got that. Now we got all these things hitting, and we don't want to just come like that. When camo comes, we want that to be a moment, and then we're gonna move this back a little bit. The lights can come on with them. We can just do a smooth little dissolve for that. Dissolve blobs. Let's try the blobs, see what the blobs hitting on. Boom. Yeah, that's cool. That comes on the same time as the light and the hit. Boom, like that. And then while that's coming in, we gotta do something with the model, and we're gonna do a nice little, I don't know, spiral wobbling zoom. Let's try it. And I just gotta put this heavy hitters logo. We're just gonna do a simple slide for that as well. We might do a little stretch. And for me, you gotta add shake or wiggle or wobble to some of these just so they can give it motion. We definitely have to add one to the model because you don't want him looking all so staticky, especially since it's motion. It's supposed to keep people's attention. No, make sure we use the right shape. Go ahead and drop the shake on there. And then for the shake, you could just put the frequency at like 2. Alright, bet. This one we want to add a little shake. Or something else. It doesn't always have to be shake. It could be something else, but as long as it has some sort of movement. Like if I just wanted to press glitch and I just wanted glitching the whole time, I could do that too. Only because it's the type of content it is. You don't want too much going on. That looks pretty cool too. You know what I'm saying? That got it moving and stuff. And you just gotta adjust it. Compression. Probably put that at like a 2. Yeah, 50%. Here we go. And you just keep it pressed and adjusting it as you need. And then I'm still gonna have stuff in the background, explosions and stuff. So as it's coming in, we can go ahead and add that right now if we would like. So let's go in project, that photo we have, all that stuff. We got electricity on. Put it to the top. It's like some sort of effect that just got it going like that the whole time. So for this, I do need to change that color to a bluish hue. So let's go ahead and drop an HLS color balance on that. And let's get that nice blue hue going. I can even take the saturation down. Yeah. Black and white it. And I'm probably gonna drop the opacity down just a little bit so it's just not so overwhelming. Drop it down to like 60. Alright, maybe a little than that. 35. Alright, that's pretty cool for that one. Cool. Yeah. Everything's coming in, moving down. Now you have the intro. Drop in. Text. Text coming in. Ooh. Guess we got to move that down a little bit just so everything starts to hit at the right time. There we go. Make sure that's sliding in. See how it's still on the background here? Cool. And then we just gonna go back to the beginning to like play around with it. Start adding some of those other effects. Like I said, I got the fireworks going. This one's cool, but I feel like it's missing something. Adjust the settings. Once again, you just click toggle here. You do add, see what's going on. See what I'm saying? I kind of like that part right there. So I might just keep just that part. And then what I would do is click this, transform, opacity at 100, and now I go back to the keyframe, put this at 0. let it come in right here. Camo, still our rundown. Exit this one out right here. Move it down. There we go. Maybe extend it a little bit, because the way it comes in is kind of harsh. The back page right here. Now with the back page, I do want to kind of close up and move in a little bit. So I do want to add a little bit more 3D type of effect to this. Because this whole clip, take it, you're gonna press Shift D. This whole clip, we need it to do something, like go away. So let's go ahead and add a cool transition in there. Let's do a movement. 3D tumble. See what that's talking about. Press U, and it's gonna swap them. And then we could just press add to this again, just so it has some distinction. So it slides and goes away. Right? So as it hits and then goes away, all this stuff will be coming in, right? So now that's coming in. So now we got to go back inside of the pre-composed layer. Same thing as before. We just got to make everything's kind of move, come in and settle in place. Same thing around this 1 to 2 second mark. You don't want it too long because people not pay attention like that. And this one shouldn't be too much because it's not too much going on. Now, we got the fireworks we can use again, or we can use the stars. Once again, I can use the stars as an overlay in Premiere as well. I think I want to use this white star. I kind of liked how it looked. And it'll tint it. Two different color, blue perhaps. Yeah, I could turn it red. Give some red some love on this joint. All right, so now these two things are about to come in. So now once again, just pick an effect and transition those in first. We can get this to slide. We're gonna get that to position up, and just gonna push it up into where we need to go. So right now the position, we want it to hit right here. So I'm gonna press the position for right there, a keyframe for that. And then we're just gonna go ahead and move it down. Boom. And then we're gonna do a keyframe, easy in. Easy ease in that bad boy. Then as you have that one's coming up. Then the model will probably be last. And then it gives you that little bit of effects while everything else is going on. You know what I'm saying? So after that hits, Control Shift D, delete that transition off of it. And then once again, go ahead and add like a shake or a wobble. And I want to show you guys that you can do both. You shake or you can do wiggle robin. Wiggle robin's right there. And it's the same thing. Just do the speed. I try to do it as like low as possible, like 1.2. If you don't want no rotation, I put rotation at 0. Make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. And then go ahead and add some motion to the other ones as well. Now this, if you really wanted to, I could add the fireworks. I just don't know how the fireworks will look. I'm just gonna try them out. That one's kind of a lot going on. This one's a little bit simpler. So let me see what these fireworks look like. And you just try different things, you guys. That's the beauty of design as well. You could just try different things, see what works better for what you're trying to accomplish. Oh, I'm liking the fireworks, y'all. I'm probably gonna start the fireworks down here. I'm low-key liking that better, so I'm gonna delete this mirror one. So yeah, that's that. Go to back to the comp. Now let's see what we're working with. The comp's coming in. As you can see, it's a lot going on like right around here. We could probably start some of this stuff. Let's see what we have going on. There we go. I like that. Yeah. It like I don't know what it does. That star that we started it with kind of like explodes this and then takes it out, brings it away, and now everything starts to come in. So now that I know it's kind of good, I want to move everything up because like right here, I want everything to start coming in. So now I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna click inside of the layer, leave everything how it is, and I'm just gonna touch everything and just move everything up. Now we got that going. And for this, I do kind of want to zoom in after it hits it, boom. Like right around here, I kind of want to zoom into it. So I am gonna cut this pre-comp because I want to be able to do some cool stuff to it. Go back to toggle. It got the 3D camera already on there. Go to 2 camera, and for this one, I do want to click on it again. Go to transform again. Like I said, just I always keyframe everything only because you just never know what you're gonna use, especially at the beginning. So from here, I want to kind of zoom into his face a little bit. Make sure all of the 3D cameras are turned on as well too. Sometimes it might give you that issue, but yeah, I just kind of want to zoom it in and then on him a little bit. So push it up and then move it over. Give him some shine, so it's gonna go like that. Then it zooms in on him a little bit. Then I want to move it over. Right there. And then you can right click and easy out those. So there you go, you got it moving in. Okay, boom. One view, cool. We just want to make sure the scale and everything that is right. And cool, that's about 30 seconds right there. We're gonna go ahead and add some effects in Premiere. Alright you guys, so we're now back in Premiere. As you can see, that After Effects template that we just created is here in Premiere. Now normally I would recommend you guys going ahead and rendering that out and then dropping it back into Premiere to add some extra effects and things like that. So that's what I'm finna do right now. Okay guys, so after you render out your effects, you should have the 2 comps like that. Like me, I would just go ahead and I don't need it anymore, but it's still there if I need it. And there you go. You pretty much have your effect right here. Now, right now, we're probably looking for like little scenes that we can go ahead and add some different effects to that's easier to add in Photoshop or in Premiere. So like that empty space right here between that and that. So we need something right there. So as that hits, we can go ahead and press K. Press K again. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add like a little effect. This one I am probably gonna use Red Giant Effects only because it's already in here. But go ahead and add something pretty cool, man. You can add a uni warp. Play around though. Get creative. And then for this one right here, as this one's going right here, we can go ahead and add those right click, apply crosses all. Go ahead and start adding some of these in. There we go. The fireworks hit nice with the blues and everything, bro. I feel like everything is pretty good, bro. I really like that. And then right here, the fireworks come in just in the nick of time. Yeah, I like that. And that's pretty much it. For real, for real. that's really like the gist of it. It just takes time. As you can see, it takes a lot of time to like move everything and stuff like that. But the key really is to make sure you have everything in place in Photoshop and then in Premiere. So then when you get ready to edit it, it's gonna be quick to go. See, me, I know because I was following, as you guys can see, I was following this piece of paper right here. I wrote kind of the notes, a fake storyboard, a fake shot list for motion graphics, just so you know which scenes is gonna be next. So then it was easier for me to create it because I knew what scenes was which, and I pretty much already laid everything down. So yeah, I want to see what you guys come up with for real. I feel like this will change the game. I feel like we're moving into a motion graphic type of time. I don't think we're gonna be stuck in the whole static picture for a long time. I think it's gonna be like you upload a photo and like you might be, I don't know, the photo might upload and it might just be a GIF. It might be a live photo. It might just come to a time that, or it might be like you upload a photo and it automatically separates the background and brings everything together. You never know. So yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Okay, guys, so I hope that helped you in some way, shape, or form, as always, you guys. And I hope that got the gears turning for your next project. Once again, if you guys feel like you don't have the skills for this, don't feel free to reach out to me and I can help you create some of your motion flyers for your next project. Once again, if you guys could please like so they know it's lit, comment, and subscribe to the community so you don't miss a drop, man. In the meantime, in between time, keep creating, keep hustling, and most importantly, keep learning. And until next time, I'll be dope. I'm checking out. Yes, sir.